Carl Jung revealed something fascinating. If you really want to see someone's true character, it's not about their words, their achievements, or even the actions they put on display. The truth comes down to just two psychological reveals. That's exactly what we're exploring in today's video. To see someone's true character, pay attention to just two things. Carl Jung discovered that there are two powerful psychological reveals that expose someone's authentic nature beneath the persona they wear. And the amazing part is, most people give away these secrets without even knowing it. Picture this for a second. You're sitting across from someone you believe you know well. Maybe it's a friend, a coworker, even your partner. On the surface, they look genuine, trustworthy, and confident. But deep down, something feels off. And you can't shake that feeling. You can't quite explain it, but your instincts whisper there's more hiding beneath the surface, something their mask can't cover forever. Carl Jung spent decades studying what he called the persona, the mask we all create to protect our inner self and to present an image to the world. But Jung found something shocking. No matter how carefully someone builds their image, two psychological reveals always slip through. And once you learn to spot them, you'll never be fooled by a false persona again. And here's the best part. These aren't complicated psychology tests. They're simple, everyday observations that expose the deepest truths about human nature. By the end of this journey, you'll not only learn how to read others like an open book, you'll also understand yourself in ways you may have never imagined. But here's the unsettling part of Carl Jung's discovery. These two psychological reveals don't just expose someone else's true character, they also force you to face your own hidden nature. Jung once wrote, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." These two psychological windows will shine a light on the parts of yourself you've been avoiding. Most people spend their whole lives thinking they can judge character by surface behavior, by looking at confidence, kindness, success, or even charisma. But Carl Jung understood something deeper. All of these qualities belong to what I call the performance layer, the carefully constructed persona we show the world. The real, authentic nature of a person lives beneath that performance. And Jung discovered a powerful truth. No matter how skilled someone becomes at maintaining their persona, two psychological patterns always reveal their authentic nature. These patterns happen outside of conscious control, and that's exactly why they're so reliable for spotting someone's true character. Carl Jung once said, "Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge." But here's the problem. Judgment based on surface appearances is almost always wrong. True character assessment means looking deeper into unconscious patterns people can't fake, control, or manipulate. Jung discovered that real character isn't revealed by what people choose to show you. It's revealed by what they can't help but let slip. And those two psychological signatures appear whenever someone's guard is down, when their mask slips, or when they're under pressure. The first character reveal Carl Jung uncovered is what I call shadow mapping, discovering someone's true nature by watching who they judge the most harshly. Jung famously said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." This unconscious force shows itself most clearly in how we judge others. When someone criticizes another person with unusual intensity, they're not just making an observation, they're projecting their own hidden traits onto that person. Carl Jung discovered something powerful. What we hate most in others is usually what we've buried deepest in ourselves. He called this projection the unconscious process of seeing our own rejected qualities in others. The stronger the emotional reaction, the closer you are to spotting their shadow. Let's see how this plays out in real life. Meet David, a successful architect who prides himself on his integrity. Yet, at every office meeting, David complains about his colleague Marcus, calling him fake and manipulative. Notice how David's voice gets sharp whenever Marcus's charm with clients comes up. His jaw even tightens whenever Marcus receives praise. But here's what Carl Jung would see. David's intense reaction isn't really about Marcus at all. It's about a part of David he's rejected deep inside. Deep down, David wishes he could be more charming, more socially skilled, but he's buried that desire, convincing himself it would make him fake. Jung once wrote, "We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses." Instead of blaming Marcus, David could start seeing him as a mirror. Marcus reflects traits that David has rejected in himself. Whenever David feels irritation or envy, it's not just anger at Marcus. It's a signal pointing to something inside himself that he hasn't accepted yet. Every time we judge someone else, it actually reveals a hidden part of our own psyche, what Jung called the shadow. Recognizing the shadow inside us is the real key to growth. It transforms our triggers into tools for self-improvement. Next time you feel a strong reaction to someone, ask yourself, what is this showing me about myself? To understand someone's real character, watch how they treat people who can't give them anything in return. Pay attention to their words and actions when no one's watching or when they have nothing to gain. Next, observe how they make others feel. Empathy is the ultimate test of character. Those who respect and uplift others, even with no reward, reveal the true depth of their integrity. By focusing on these two things, you'll quickly see who's authentic and who isn't. Keep in mind, character shows up in small, everyday moments, not just grand gestures.